So we're coming out here. We met this nice man here, Jordan Cole, coming through, fresh out of Arlington, even though it's like 2 weeks ago or whatever it is now.
Definitely 2 weeks.
But Jordan and I met at the ANC showcase / XFL showcase here in St. Louis. It was at MoBap. Met there, chatted up, said, "Hey man, if you're local, come on. Like, love to talk to you. You know, NIU guy, SEMO guy." Said he had to take a minute because he had to go to the combine. How was that, man?
It was exciting. Like, just being at the combine. I haven't been in that environment myself.
Yep.
So it was a new thing to me, you know. But you know me, I'm comfortable with that. So, yeah, it was exciting being down there. You know what I'm saying? I was down there with a couple of the guys, so, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't too just uncomfortable for me. But just being in that environment in general was just a plus for me.
Now, when you're doing this whole process and whatnot, is it a little bit different going from the showcase that was at MoBap compared to the combine? Because like I was at the showcase, and it kind of seemed like you don't really know what you're going into. But then the combine was a lot different as well because they were doing like the strength and this and that.
Definitely.
Like,
so they did as good of a job as they, you know what I'm saying, could. It was just explaining everything to us and just walking us through the steps and everything. The showcase, like we didn't know what to expect. Like obviously they sent us like a list of things, but like how it was scheduled and everything, we definitely didn't know. So it was a spontaneous thing. But in Arlington, I mean, it wasn't too much confusion. I would say that just getting to the stadium itself, you know, because we had to check in and everything, which was a hassle for real.
But that's that's a hassle even in Indianapolis. So
no, it was definitely a hassle. It took like probably like an hour just to get out of rooms when we got there.
Yeah.
So,
well, how many? It was 200 and something of y'all just like shotgunned in there and whatnot.
Just all in there, just waiting.
You know.
So you know what I'm saying? I talked to met a couple new guys. Brody Buck, I met him.
Yeah. So what do you think about Brody, man?
Dude's a stud for real. Dude's a stud.
You know where he's in Montreal right now. You saw
I
that?
seen that. For sure.
I'm a fan. You know, fan favorite. Obviously, he's a Northwest Missouri guy.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, just your, stereotypical gritty dude. You know,
ready.
Yeah,
he
seems like a bro.
Yeah, no, he's cool as hell.
Yeah, but he's up there now. But so, how did that kind of work? Because Brody was with the USFL.
Yeah.
And then did he just hit, like, I don't know how much you talk about.
So he told me, like, as soon as he got done with USFL, like, he came straight here to the combine, whatever. He got invite, obviously.
But it didn't go to the showcase. This is just a guy that they know that's, like, on the fringe and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
No, he's a guy. He's ready.
Yeah.
He got a lot of film, too. He got a lot of experience. So, best of luck to you, Brody, man. Sure.
I talked to him on Instagram. You might see this, depending on if he's not, eating croissants in Montreal or something. But how did you feel, man? Like doing this whole because you go through, you're done in 22, 2023 comes along. You went to one of the pro days I saw. Did you go to NIU pro day?
Yeah, I went to NIU pro day.
So you do that. The name doesn't get called. You're seeing the XFL going on. You're like, okay, maybe that's something I want to do. Obviously, it's a little bit more special being in St. Louis for us. Talk about that, prep of just, the lack of a better term, that grind to get you to the showcases and whatnot.
Yeah, so it's definitely a grind. I mean, obviously, I had to be mentally ready. You know, with not having my name called with pro and everything. Obviously, that's my dream.
Yep.
But, I mean, I'm in a good headspace. I was in a good headspace coming along. You know, after pro day, I had to make the decision to continue, you know what I'm saying, to continue progress or whatever. I seen the XFL, so I'm like, ain't nothing to it but to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't be worried about too much else if this is my dream, this is my goal. So, really just have to buckle down and just stay, you know what I'm saying, diligent on, you know what I'm saying, working out with myself and just staying ready for the next opportunity.
As being this, and I don't want to come off as disrespectful, the fringe guy, right? Are you looking at the CFL, the USFL? You just want to play football at this point?
Yeah. So I definitely just want to play football because I know I got a lot more left in the tank.
Yeah.
Obviously with just because I did get injured in 2020.
And that's
So that was a big thing for me. Was just, you know what I'm saying, draft stock is just, you know what I'm saying, my confidence level, everything. So I'm 100% now.
Yep.
So I'm ready to go. But just with that happening, like I just had to, you know what I'm saying, regain mental focus and everything.
Now, when you're talking about injury, like you play 21 at NIU, then going down to SEMO, like coming off that 2020 year, in addition to like the non-traditional off season would be the better word to talk about COVID. Has that kind of just, and I don't want to typecast here, but like your generation, do you think it just kind of revamped everything? Because in my opinion, that COVID year, like I think now we're seeing, I don't want to use the word thinning out the herd of opportunity, but it seemed like a lot of guys just got jumbled up in the 2021 and 22, and like the USFL and the XFL are kind of filtering out some of these guys who like we didn't know because they didn't get a full chance to shine in preseason and whatnot. That's kind of what I feel is going on right now.
For sure, definitely. When COVID was in play, still is in play a little bit, but when it was in play, I would say that the people coming out of college had it worse than the people already just still in college and you know what I'm saying, or continue their college career. So, like, obviously you wasn't able to put yourself out there as much. You wasn't able to – I believe they canceled some of the pro days too.
They canceled pro days. No preseason, no OTAs.
Yeah, it was just a cluster, mess going on. So they definitely played a part in all the people coming out of college trying to get to the league. But in college, I say it helped out a little bit. Really, if anything.
More eligibility.
Yeah, more eligibility, more opportunity and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people transferred when COVID was happening too. So
why do you think that happened? Like, as far as, like, just, you know, going from, you know, California was a little bit more restrictive on, like, the games and whatnot. They're just like, okay, I'm going to go to, you know, maybe Georgia where they weren't, get my 10 games versus what they played. Like Davis Mills at Stanford played like 4 games. Something goofy like that.
Yeah, something weird. I'm pretty sure everybody was just looking for the opportunity for real.
Yeah.
They saw the opportunity to play more games and not have it go against their time. You know, everybody got a time frame, you know what I'm saying, college football.
Yeah.
You know, so it didn't go against the time frame, so everybody just took the opportunity that was given to them.
Now, you're coming up in the kind of the golden age of opportunity for younger guys like playing football and whatnot. Yeah. When you were at SEMO in 22, is it kind of like the talk of the locker room a little bit to see, like, you know, there's the USFL, the XFL is coming back, like, guys, we still have this chance to play ball because I believe Josh Avery – was he with you? I know he's a SEMO guy, but he's playing in the USFL. And then there was Aaron Adewale, and he's a couple of years older than you. He was in the XFL, and they're both SEMO guys. And obviously NIU sends guys to all 3 of these leagues and whatnot. But specifically from that FCS level, is that a little bit more chatter? Because that's something I'm always very curious about, like with the FCS, D1, D2.
I wouldn't say that it's more chatter, you know what I'm saying? More, you know what I'm saying, chatter about just joining XFL, CFL versus NFL. Because SEMO produces a lot too. You know what I'm saying? NFL, like we just got Johnny King, receiver. He's on the Eagles right now, you know? So I wouldn't say it's just more prevalent in the locker rooms or anything like that. But it is in the back of people's heads though. Like, and I would say that's for all colleges and for all divisions and everything.
Yeah.
You always got that thing in the back of your head telling me, like, all right, maybe this might be the route, you know what I'm saying, versus the NFL. Yeah. It's not everybody going to make it to the NFL. You got to be realistic at some point. You know? I got you. So, yeah, I think I would say more so the seniors. You know what I'm saying? It's discussion among the seniors and the guys that are leaving, you know what I'm saying, college. But I wouldn't say it's too much prevalent thing in the locker rooms.
Well, I'm saying, like, SEMO right now, it seems like every couple of days they're running scouts down there, like you'll see like a post on their Twitter or whatnot. It's like, hey, thank you to the Baltimore Ravens for coming through or something like that. And I'm just kind of like,
you got some hitters, man. You got some guys.
I'm telling you, man. I like Gino a lot. I think Ryan Florney is like kind of like the guy right now. But I mean, like, I don't know. I think Gino would be one of those guys get drafted in like the 7th round, and you just kind of see out of nowhere, like this dude just threw up 10 total touchdowns in 2023 or 23 or 24.
You can't knock stats like regardless of what they looking at, what they see. You know what I'm saying? You can't discredit them.
Yeah.
Gino is the guy.
Yeah.
Ryan Flournoy is the guy. Lawrence Johnson is like. They really going. Zach Giggs.
Yeah,
like
that's is that the lineman?
Yeah, that's the lineman.
That's yeah.
He's a menace. not gonna count, but the whole roster they ready. They really got a good shot at winning the whole thing this year.
What do you think the change has been? Because it seems like since like 2018, I believe it was 2019 when they were in the playoffs. I know they lost that running back from Eastern Illinois had like a great game, but like SEMO just seems it's been on the up and up, and like your year and then coming into now, it's like it just seems like everything is clicking. Is that all Coach Took or?
It's the culture, man.
Yeah.
Coach Took built it, man, brick by brick.
Yeah.
Your best every day. That's all it is. I mean, it's the culture now. It's the standard. It's simply what it is.
Now I believe you said off camera he started recruiting you.
Yeah.
What was that relationship like coming out? And obviously it took you a minute to come back into it and whatnot. But what was that like recruiting process for you coming out of high school? Because you went to McClure, right?
South Berkeley. Yeah.
South Berkeley.
Yeah, that's where I went. Are you talking about just SEMO in general?
I mean both. Like talk about the recruiting process again, because essentially you're coming back into it a little bit now.
I mean, it was an experience, really. I didn't know too much, about anything really coming out of high school. So all the opportunities that were given to me, I was just taking it in and just, just absorbing it, really. Just wasn't too much of a thought behind it, like, all right, I really want to go here versus here or anything. All the coaches that were talking to me, they were really, appreciative of my talents, which is what, recruiters are going to do. They're going to boast your head up a little bit, But I would say in Took, in general, he made me feel the most comfortable.
Yeah.
Like he's just a stand-up guy.
Not too comfortable, though.
No, not too comfortable.
It took you a minute to...
for sure. NIU provided, just a little bit more at the time, But with Took in general, I say he was just being a great guy. Just letting me know, like, he here for me, and he didn't even know me for real. Yeah. He's just letting me know, like, he's a player's coach. Yeah. Which he really is for real, But everybody else, I mean, I had a total of like 6 official offers. 6 or 8. But it was a smooth process for real. Yeah. It ain't too much going on really. It was just NIU. Yeah. New Mexico was the New Mexico Lobos. They were the top 3 SEMO, NIU, and New Mexico Lobos.
Now, when obviously your time at NIU is done, like SEMO kind of just felt like the natural fit. Pretty close to home, positive relationship with Coach Took. You're seeing the program on the up and up. It just what's the word I'm saying? It just made sense essentially.
Yeah. It definitely made sense because so Coach Knapp, Ryan Napoli. Yeah. Yeah. So he was my strength coach at NIU too. Okay. After Brad Orr left, Coach Knapp came in. He took us under his wing. Body by Knapp. That's something that's built to my head now. But he helped me into getting to SEMO right after I left NIU as well. Yep. We cool with each other. Pretty stand-up guy too. Yeah. So just me knowing him, having a relationship with him, he helped me get into SEMO and just connect with Took more.
And then just like from there, pick up where you left off in 2016, and just keep going on it.
Definitely, man. Just picked up where you left off. Yeah. Coach Took gave me a little, a little trouble with it.
I mean, I would too, man. Be like, okay, now, Daddy Took's.
They always come running back.
Yeah. It's like, now Daddy Took's good enough, right?
That's what he said, but he cool guy, man.
Yeah. I mean, I love that program. Like, a little biased because I was, down in Cape for a while. Yeah. But now you're coming up into your own and whatnot. You're doing this draft process. You're doing these workouts and whatnot. As far as, like, kind of creating I don't want to use the word clique, but kind of creating this community of people because you're meeting people, right?
Definitely.
You're from the personnel to the players. Who are you kind of like – I'm sure you guys got a group text right now. You see Brody going up to freaking You know, Montreal, everyone says, yo, good job, all that stuff.
Sure.
What's that process like? Is it essentially like you guys have made your own team a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you leave college or whatever team that these guys have been on. Are you guys doing that moving forward and whatnot, it looks like?
We're not too much of just like creating group texts or anything. I mean, we definitely staying in touch.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple guys that I met out in Arlington, you know, just add them on Instagram, social media stuff, just stay in contact, see what they up to, hit them up here and there. You know, if I was to go out, you know what I'm saying, went to one of their states or something like that, you know, we just link up, work out. It definitely is a community now, though.
Yeah,
like
and that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, everyone's, because, you know, like, I know Corey. You didn't know who Corey was before. And
for
then
sure.
It's like,
he reached out to me. He talked to me, but Corey cool, man.
He's goofball.
He's silly, man. I told him, I'm going to give me a pet goat. We were just talking, you know what I'm saying, jabbering. I don't know how we got on this topic. I told him I'm going to give me a pet goat, man. I'm going to tag him in the picture, you know, just so you know I got it, because he don't think I'm going to get it. I'm going to get that goat. Watch.
Corey watches the video, so he'll probably watch it.
I'm going to get that goat, Corey. Watch.
He's a little goofball, man.
He's silly, dude.
But, like, you're creating this little community, and do you think that kind of, like, magnifies a little bit of, like, the XFL right now and, like, you know, the opportunity, the brotherhood, all that, I don't want to say goofy stuff, but it seems like it's these showcases and combines have created, like, a little family right now. You know, it's like, especially when y'all get, like, picked up and whatnot, you know. I mean, look, Kobe Tucker going straight from the combine. I mean, you were in St. Louis. I'm sure you saw how much they loved him over there.
Yeah, they was definitely messing with him for real.
Yeah.
But, definitely that sense of not knowing, you know, whether or not, you know what I'm saying, you're going to make it versus if you're good enough or anything. I feel like that is a lot of where, you know what I'm saying, guys connect in a sense, you know. Like, we all the same. Yeah. Really, you know, y'all guys want to play football for real, so that definitely helps connect a little bit with just random people.
Do you feel like when you have some of these guys who, for lack of a better term, like had that taste of whether it be the NFL, the XFL, or, you know, CFL, USFL, when they're coming to these combines and whatnot, like picking their brains on some of the knowledge, you know, maybe a guy who's like 2 years older than you or something like that, like, you know, obviously keep bringing up Brody, but you know, Brody had, you know, 2 years of the USFL under are guys like that kind of also like cementing some knowledge, and some of your friends who are on the Brahmas right now as well?
Yeah. So they definitely do give their fair share of insight, you know what I'm saying, in regard to like the experience portion of it. The experience portion of the whole process, really. Like, Brody definitely gave me a lot of insight just in general on how stuff was working for him when he was in the USFL. And what he was doing on his little process of just getting to the league and everything. So, I mean, it wasn't my guys in the Bahamas. Yeah, you know, it wasn't. They just now getting there too. You know, so they still in, like, newbies to the whole process.
Is it a lot of culture shock for everyone? Like, even you, like, kind of just like, because, you know, the way Steven Austin runs this, you know, the Stone Cold Steve Austin, the older gentleman up there. He's like very like go, and I don't know if you know much about his background, but he's been running this thing for like 30 years on some different level. Is it kind of like a little whirlwind when you're doing all this stuff and whatnot?
No, definitely for real. Because, like, I mean, you've never been in this predicament though. Me personally, I've never been in this predicament.
Well, you were always the guy.
Yeah, I was, but in my head, I knew I could be better though. Yeah, you know? Like, I knew in other people's minds and what people saw, like, all right, this is just Jordan Cole. He's the guy. You know, he's number 10, you know what I'm saying, coming out of high school. When I got to college, you know what I'm saying, and to now, you know, the whole process has been a real culture shock. Like, I'm still learning as I go. I'm still seeing new stuff, and it's still exciting to me, you know.
That's something I try to tell them, like, I'm coaching right now is like my kids, man, like, they're like, well, I did this in high school and it worked. I'm like, you're not in high school anymore, dude. Yeah. I was like, I'm not good, and I'm like, and I would mess you up. Right. And it's like, and it's just because like, you're on an all regional team, and then when you go to Division III, you're on like an all county team, and then when you go to Division II, you're like half the state, you know, and then you go D1. Like, these are all-star teams you're on, no matter how good or bad you're on. Sure. It's like, I don't know. I feel like the culture shock. I feel like for kids, younger players and whatnot coming up, like if they can get over that hurdle of the culture shock, I think the game will start coming, slowing down and whatnot for a lot of these dudes. Like, did you see guys at the showcase that you were like, you knew were decent players, and then they're just kind of coming up like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what level they came up prior.
Mm-hmm. It was a couple guys that I took notice to that was just like feeling the whole thing, just like, all right, this is something new to me. So
because when I watched you're I'm there, I'm watching, all of a sudden you look at the your chart and you're like, what's that guy's name? Like you were one of like 20 guys that like stood out to me, which is I think 15 of y'all got invites, but it's like the biggest thing I see with like guys like you is like you get it. You understand the process. And like some of these kids they're coming out there, man, and you're just kind of like, bro, it's like studying for a test. You got to do something,
We done this our whole life, man. Yeah. I really believe people just need to be okay with being excited about it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, it's something new to you. You feel me? You're learning it though.
Yeah.
So why not, be excited about it. You learning something new. You got a chance to, progress in life.
Yeah.
So
what do you think was the most exciting thing that you had from these showcases and the combines and whatnot, like moving forward though?
What was the most exciting thing? Like
outside of like the opportunity and whatnot?
I'd say talking to the scouts and coaches.
Yeah.
Cause like I was saying, I'm an exciting person. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I like learning new stuff. I like.
You had a smile on your face the whole time. I remember
man.
that.
I'm a people's person, man. So you know what I'm saying? I try to keep a smile on my face, be the same person every day. But just talking to the scouts and coaches, they gave me a lot of insight. They gave me a lot of insight on just how things work and just like particular stuff that we discussed. But no, it was really cool though talking to them.
Yeah, and just feeling like when you're done with this, do they give you like y'all's tape and whatnot to kind of evaluate and whatnot? No. So you can't see like if I'm flipping my hips wrong and stuff.
But my people's recorded it though, so I'm able to see it.
Yeah.
It was sitting up against the TV with the phone.
Oh my god, yeah.
But
I mean, it was streamed on YouTube too.
For sure.
But I mean, like overall though, like how much would it mean for you to come even represent the city of St. Louis? Like that's the big thing. I mean, that was what everyone drives home because we had Brian Hill, and that was cool, and obviously I don't know if people know this, like Eric Magwood's got family in St. Louis, that's why he was there. But like moving forward, like Jeff Thomas, we have his rights, or the team has his rights right now. So like, what's the meaning for you? And like a lot of these guys, I'm sure you guys talked about that, how awesome it would be to run out of the tunnel and whatnot.
Yeah, it'd be crazy for real. Like that, like if that was to happen, I would be crazy excited.
Yeah.
Like on a scale of 1 to 100, it'd probably be like 1,000. Just for playing for the city, cause like obviously St. Louis Rams left.
Yeah.
So when that happened, that was a culture shock to everybody. I feel like it's just like, all right, what now?
Yeah.
But since the STL Battlehouse came in, it's been like just a crazy, just like positive like thing going on around St. Louis.
Yeah.
And if I could be a part of that, it would be so crazy.
Are you a little bit more trustworthy now of the league? Because I talk to people out in like the Ozarks, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll go to a game, but I'm not going in 23 because I fell in love with it in 20."
Yeah.
Like when 23, like the season was done. Hey, we're coming back for 24. Like, were you invested in it in 2020, watching it? Like, I know you're probably in school getting ready for the season, but were you like, yo, this is pretty dope?
Yeah, I definitely thought it was a cool thing. I wasn't as invested in it.
You're playing ball and doing all your stuff.
Yeah, definitely, because honestly, when it XFL first came back, it was a little shaky, like going on, like there's a couldn't coming back.
Yeah.
So I didn't take too much, time or paying attention to it.
Yeah.
But once I started to actually dive into it a little bit, it was crazy.
Yeah, just like
crazy. Our people actually are planning to go to a couple of games, coming up. So hopefully I'm on the team.
Yeah. Now, I'd love to see you on any of these teams, so I don't care. I don't get jerseys because I think it's weird that grown men wear other grown men's shirts, but I will get a Jordan Cole jersey and give it to a child.
Yeah, for sure.
And, you know,
for
like...
sure. Get the name out there.
Yeah, you know, I will purchase the jersey to give it to a child. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird.
So you don't have any jerseys?
I have never bought a jersey as a grown man. Oh my God. I think that's weird.
Oh my!
Is it not weird?
I mean, when you think about it, the way you think about it, yes, it's definitely weird.
If you had like a Jordan Cole, and we just lost lights, so we're good. Yeah, we lost one light. If you had a Jordan Cole like shirt, I would wear that.
Yeah, shirt.
Yeah, like if it had like J. Cole fan club. I would wear that because I
was thinking like my face on it.
I mean, I'll do that next time after the season when you're coming back here after you.
Sure, because I'm definitely coming back.
But I think it's weird.
Yeah.
Do you not?
I mean, in a sense, when you think about it, I mean, that's crazy to think about it like that. Though.
Bro, like is it grown? Like I have no problem buying it for kids.
Yeah. No, you're right though. You're definitely
I would buy especially if you got like a couple bucks off it, man. Support, it's no different than supporting the brand.
Yeah,
but I would not I'd get a Jordan Cole face, no problem. Just like J. Cole fan club, 45 or whatever the number is.
So no, that's cool though. No, it is a little weird though. It is a weird for just to be buying jerseys.
Yeah.
So you don't got a Jason Tatum jersey?
No.
You don't got a Jason Tatum jersey. That's crazy.
I'll wear like retro jerseys.
Okay.
Like,
that's cool.
But that's more of like a fashion statement than like I don't know, like
I got his jersey on.
Yeah, like that's my man.
Oh man,
dude, but yeah, no, it's never. I'll frame a jersey. Like if you went to the Hall of Fame and everything like that. Like I bought your jersey, you signed. I'll put it up and frame it. Like I'll do that, but that's more of like. I don't know, man. Like that's just kind of like my gauge on it. I think it's a little weird. I'll be straight up. Like I'll buy the jersey, donate it to someone. Like but like certain things, I don't know, man.
No, I feel that. But you were talking about coaching a little bit. What's that like?
Coaching these young kids. Mm-hmm. It is testing me. Now you're interviewing me. It is testing me because I'm transitioning careers a little bit to be. And it's not dealing with kids like from different upbringings. Yeah. Like when you're working in business, like you're always dealing with different like I can't say one thing to one person because they'll get upset about it. It is dealing for me. It is learning how to deal with other people's failure and not taking it personal. And I used to think I was good at that because if I put in like a badass like business proposal. And it didn't work out, I would be okay with it because I know it's just like, hey, we charged too much on the proposal. Like that's not, I didn't sell it wrong. It's just like, someone came in cheaper. And you can't do anything about that. Now, if I come in there and I'm all jacked up, but like with these kids, like for me, I know like if I can relay the information, like that's what takes a good coach, in my opinion, to a great coach is putting it in process. So like I don't get mad when they jack up. I get mad more when they're not like listening and whatnot. And it's hard for me. It is really hard for me because I take it personal. But like, I don't know. What about you? You thinking about it?
Coaching?
Yeah.
Definitely thinking about coaching. Yeah. I think once it's a commitment.
Yeah.
So I don't want to dive right into it right now. You
Yeah.
know, and that I just be stuck like that because I got some plans right now.
Yeah.
You know, so when I do get into coaching though, oh yeah, I'm gonna love it.
I mean, yeah. For me, I kind of messed up, and I mean, it's a two-way street on regret, right?
Yeah.
Like, or hindsight's 20/20, and it's like, for me, I started looking at the dollars. So my bank account started getting bigger, and then you start looking at some of these like, student assistant GA jobs, and it's like $15,000, and I'm like, bro, I'm making that in like 2 months, and now I'm like 29, about to be 30, and I'm like, doing it now, and granted, I'm a little bit better set up financially. For me, it was a regret. Like now looking back on it, like it's kind of a regret that I didn't just like bite that bullet when I was a kid. I didn't live at home when I was in my 20s, but even my teens. But like if I could have did that, maybe I'd be a lot more, defense coordinator now.
For sure.
But, you can't, but if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have the experiences of going overseas and working with all these
Pick
people.
Your poison. That's all it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. I talked to a guy named Joey Ivey. He played in the NFL for a little bit at UF. And I'm like, bro, I'm jealous of your career. He goes, man, I'm jealous of yours. I'm like, it's funny how that works out.
Yeah, man. Everybody wish they could be doing something else with it. Nikola Jokic, he said something about nobody really likes their job. He's bro's the best NBA player right now.
Yeah.
In the one of the conference, one of the conferences he had there, after the playoffs. He was just talking about how he doesn't really like his job for real. Like, it's crazy for real.
Yeah. I mean, why are you doing it? It's you got enough, you got enough money now.
Like, bro, you just got a ring.
Yeah.
He didn't even want to be in the parade, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He was ready to go home. But that's another story, though.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of solace and love what you're doing, but I think finding that balance of what pays the bills.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think guys like you who are so close on to achieving your dreams, I think you got to give it 3 or 4 years of just I'll figure it out on the back end finances, because as something I told Joey, I was like, bro, if you didn't do that though, how much regret would you have in your life? And that's how I feel right now. It's if I didn't do all the overseas stuff and the contracts and meeting all, I would be what if I did that? So it's I'm really blessed, and I think a lot of guys are
for sure. You definitely gotta appreciate it, man. Yeah. I don't definitely don't want to live with regret myself. No, personally,
it's a weird. It's. I don't think it's regret. I think it's hindsight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's I don't know, think about your life, think about my life. It's you're doing everything you want to do, mm-hmm. Outside of signing contracts and whatnot. But
yeah, it's definitely a dream, man. Life is amazing. Life is exciting. Whatever it brings on. That's why I like to think. I'll be telling my friends that life is unexpected. Life is spontaneous. Yeah. So let's just do it.
Yeah, something like that.
Simple as that.
But it's you put it in perspective though. How many people did you meet first week in July would love to have your experience, just get to the combine or just get to the showcase, and that's right. You know what I mean. And I think about it with everything. It's how many people would love to be, my position or your position, sure. Just to play at NIU. You know what I mean?
Definitely can't take it for granted.
Nah,
that's one thing, and that's one thing I had to learn though. Just coming into college and just doing the whole experience thing, the whole college thing. Don't take nothing for granted, man. Regardless how good you are, regardless of, what you are expecting from yourself, man, don't take it for granted. Take it day by day. The little things matter. Little things make the big things. Simple as that. But
yeah.
Has to give a little, a little positivity in there, man.
Yeah. It's a lot easier said than done. Definitely. For sure. But definitely. It's always I don't know. I don't disagree with anything you're saying, man. So I know we get wrap this up real quick.
For sure.
Where can people find you on social media?
IG, JCole10_. Same as Twitter. That's about pretty much all the social media.
You're not on MySpace anymore?
Nah, I ain't on MySpace no more, man. You can find me on Facebook though. I be on Facebook.
Don't no DMs after 4 p.m.
Yeah, man. I'll be chilling for real. I don't even be checking my DMs for the most part, really.
Yeah, I lucked out, man.
I be chilling.
Yeah. Probably remember me from my big beard and whatnot. Sure. But it was a pleasure having you on, dude. I'm not gonna wear your jersey. I will buy your jersey.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
I'm gonna get you in the jersey, man. Watch.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get you in the jersey.
You gotta do it. You gotta make sure it's 3XL, so it looks like I'm like a little kid. Because you're way bigger than me. I think you're taller than me, so at least I look like a little kid. It'd be funny to do it like that. But
no, I got you, man. For sure, definitely get you.
I will wear a shirt of yours, no problem.
I'm gonna get you in the jersey.
Jesus.
I'm gonna get you in the
jersey. If you brought a SEMO jersey here, I would probably wear it.
Okay. That's decent.
I would wear next time you come in. If you had a SEMO jersey, I would wear your SEMO.
Are you going to come to any of the SEMO games this year? Or try to make it at all?
I might, depending on our schedule. But I'm trying to get Coach Duke on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go down there and do that.
He'll definitely be open to doing it. Coach Duke, he's a people's guy, man.
I live right behind him.
Yeah, he better be on the mic.
Roll over and bring up the camera.
Like, come on, man, let's do this.
I mean, yeah, I think that's, man. That's I don't know. I'm, I have no like loyalty towards like any of these schools and whatnot, but like just to see where SEMO's come up, man,
for sure,
it's good. But yeah, I would wear a SEMO jersey, and I'll do football helmets, like little mini football helmets.
That's cool. Yeah, that's
little mini
tough.
helmets. Put them. I got a couple of that going on. But thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Much love to you. Best of luck.
Thanks.